finishing up the multiplication review for the benchmark. Number 4 is h times j. So h is going to come first. It is quadratic because the biggest power is 2, which means we would need a quadratic term, a linear term, and a constant term. So this is not missing anything. J is also quadratic, so we would need a quadratic term, a linear term, and a constant. Again, it is not missing anything, so we're going to go right to the box. So I'm going to put h on top, x squared plus 3x minus 4, 2x squared, 3x, and a plus 2. This very first box is the one you have to worry about the most, because once you can figure out that box with your variables, every other box is based off of that one. So 1 times 2 is 2. X to the 2 plus 2 power is x to the 4th. Beneath it would be an x cubed. Beneath that would be an x squared because your powers go down by 1. Next to the x to the 4th would be an x cubed and then an x squared because, again, your powers decrease by 1. So as you go down the column, your powers decrease by 1. And as you go across your row, the powers also decrease by 1. If you do that first, it allows you to focus on just the coefficients. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. So one more time. 1 times 2 is 2. I already filled that in. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. Moving columns, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 4 times 3 is a negative 12. And negative 4 times 2 is a negative 8. Pulling out the answer, the first thing comes out the way it is, 2x to the 4th. The last number comes out the way it is, negative 8. And then you add diagonally. 6 plus 3 is 9. X cubed. Negative 8 plus 9 plus 2 is 3. X squared. And negative 12 plus 6 is negative 6x. So your answer is just whatever is on the outside of this box, all on one line. So this again was h times j. So number 5 is j times h. So it is the same problem essentially, but the order is flipped. And since multiplication is commutative, which means the order in which you multiply doesn't matter, we should get the same answer as we did for number 4. So I'm using j and then h, and we already decided that they have no missing terms. So I'm going to put j on top. So 2x squared plus 3x plus 2 and x squared plus 3x minus 4 down the right-hand side. First box is the most important because that's what all of the other variables are based off of. So 1's here. So 2 times 1 is 2. X to the 2 plus 2 power is 4. Beneath it, x cubed, then x squared. Next to it, x cubed, x squared, and an x, and an x. If you do that first, that allows you to focus on your coefficients. So moving down that column, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Moving over columns, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. And 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Writing your answer, the first term comes out, 2x to the 4th. The last term comes out, negative 8, and you add diagonally. 3 plus 6 is 9. 2 plus 9 minus 8 is 3, x squared. 6 plus negative 12 is negative 6. So as you notice, it is the same answer. Same order and everything. The only thing that changed is the order in which you multiplied.